Okay, so the title is true. From illiteracy to 100K, my journey as a writer. Years ago, the shame and embarrassment of my struggles with reading and writing would have never allowed me to record myself, upload it, and post this for the world to see. And one of the reasons I am sharing this journey is because there comes a time in our lives where we have to stop quoting the scripture and allow our life to display the manifestation of the God we want others to see and believe. And so here I am sharing my journey, hoping to inspire, uplift, and encourage you to do what it is that your heart desired to do in spite of whatever of is, whatever the struggle is. I want to inspire you to just do it. If I look back over my life, there was never a time I said to myself, I'm going to be a writer. Never. It never was a thought, but I did have a addiction of purchasing journals. I probably have purchased over 100 journals. Judge your cousin who missing a front teeth and don't judge me. I had this idea that I'm going to write everything that comes to mind because one day somebody is going to get these journals and they're going to read it and they're going to say, oh my God, she's an amazing writer. But the problem was when I struggled with the word or when I misspelled the word, then that journal was no good. And I don't know if this was my ADHD or if there was something that was a phobia, but it stopped me from believing that it was even possible. But today, I am an amazing writer who has made over $100,000 by doing something my struggles say I couldn't do. But if you are someone who has let fear, failure, or even the past of your mistakes or the embarrassment and shame of the things you don't know stop you from dreaming, then this video is for you. I need you to comment below and say, honey, you are talking to me, and let's change that story together. Hello. I am Tarina Page. I am a theatrical stage playwright, producer, director, indie filmmaker, and author. I know, a whole mouth full. The question I always get is, how did you do it? And the short answer is, I have a powerful imagination. And just a little context and storyline about me. I've always had this amazing sense of humor. I remember just doing silly things like this picture right here. This described who I was to the T. And I love to make people laugh. But my elementary school teacher, and I'm not going to say her name because baby, listen, y'all be for the streets. She said, no one will take a funny girl serious. And I felt like at that moment, well, where do I belong? Because this was something that came naturally. I didn't have to force myself to be this. This was who I was. But not only was this a laugh from the pits of hell, this was the fuel that I needed to write my very first book. They're all gonna laugh at you. It is an amazing children's book. And it's on Amazon. You need to go get it because when I tell you it's a blessing, it's a blessing. But this fueled me to write this because there was a place for this funny girl. Then I went to high school. And I remember the counselor looking at them scores and baby saying, listen, show up until you don't show up no more. And so I did what she said. Showed up until I didn't show up no more. But I realized that these word curses stopped me, and it was something that I hid behind that made me feel good by telling myself, I'll never be anything. I'll never pursue anything. No one would ever take a funny girl serious. And if I am struggling with reading and writing, darn sure I'm not going to be a writer. But growing up, there was this song that changed my entire life. Every day after school, it came out. And the song went like this. Y'all see this? This going to be my microphone today. Butterflies in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in our book. A reading rainbow. I can go in. Okay. I think y'all get the point. Though that song was inspiring us to read more, obviously, I didn't take that part of the message. But my imagination was actually my safe place. It was something that I would use to take me out of hurtful situation. I was being hurt from the ages of 7 to 12, and by hurt, you can insert what that means. And so one day I said to myself, what if the people who said these things about you were wrong? What if you could actually pursue your dream in spite of your limitation? Because here's the truth. Every one of us have a blueprint within us to overcome challenges. Now, my question is, are you looking for it? And just a FYI, people with messy stories are the one building empires. So what are you waiting on? Now, was this journey easy? Absolutely not. Baby, when I tell you I quit at least three times a day. Every project I quit. Every film I quit. I quit. But I kept reminding myself that one of the greatest lessons that I've learned in this journey is that revenge against failure, that's the greatest success that you can give yourself. Now, how did I make $100,000 as a writer who struggled with reading and writing? My imagination. And I used every 4, 5, 6 letter word that I knew in the dictionary. Quit playing with me. You don't know what you can do until you have to do what you need to do. I've written 12 amazing stage plays. And I've also done 2 films, one that is currently now being streamed on 13 platforms, including Amazon Prime and Tubi. Y'all need to stop playing with your girl. And then I have 2 amazing children books. As someone who struggled with reading and writing, I had no experience, I had no training, I had no mentor. All I had was a God and a goal. What Vicky Winen said, long, 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 oh, heavy on a God. I am going to take you on this journey with me, and every opportunity that I get, I am going to get on here to push you to believe in yourself as I did me. So sometimes we are only as good as the people who cheer us on. But what if people stop cheering? This is when moments like this, I have to encourage myself, because there is no greater voice that can push you than the voice within. And let me tell y'all, I'm my own cheerleader. Paige, you got it. You got it. Give me a P. Okay. Yeah, you get it. I am my greatest cheerleader. I am the one that can convince me more than someone else that I can do it. Why? Because so many told me that I couldn't. So welcome. I'm Tarina Page, and I hope to see you in the next video. Salt and pepper here, and lemon pepper. Don't that sound good? Salt and pepper here, and lemon pepper. See you in the next video.